Hello everyone. Take some time to admire that view. I think I've found my new favourite spot to record videos. So, Coach Carly here. I just thought I'd do a check-in. I was actually going to do this. Hey Kirsty, how you going, babe? I was actually going to do this later on when I got home. There are loads of dragonflies flying all around. Hey Gainer. Loads and loads of dragonflies down here at the beach, the gorgeous beach that I'm at in Perth. It's going to be a nice weekend here. I think 27 tomorrow, 28 on Sunday. So that's awesome. So yeah, I just wanted to check in and talk about priorities and reassessing priorities. I did write a blog on this already last week, which I've put in the comments or put in the description in the video. But yeah, with all this coronavirus craziness going on, I kind of almost feel like after the last few months of it, we've all settled into a little bit of a new normal. We're pretty lucky here in WA. Definitely feel blessed to be living here. We're definitely not as hard hit as the rest of the world, so our lockdown isn't as stringent as everyone else is. But even so, you know, the world is changing for everyone, and everyone's lives are looking a bit different. And hey Neil, how you going? And I think everyone is kind of needing to take stock of where they're at in life and what is working for them, what's not working for them. Most people's lives are having to change to some extent, so you know, you may have lost your job or some of your employment. I know mine's definitely changed, so obviously I haven't been running Reiki workshops every Saturday like I was, and actually I'm quite enjoying that. So this whole period for me is definitely causing me to reassess how busy I was for quite a long period of time. Like I was working 6-7 days a week, and I had just gotten used to that busyness, and then every now and again I'd burn out. But I'm actually really enjoying not teaching every weekend and having loads more time to myself. And I'm still doing online coaching and distant healing, and I'm still working full time. So there's a lot that hasn't changed necessarily, but I'm definitely reassessing what I want to go back to. And I know that I don't want to go back to that, you know, the busyness that I was kind of doing before. So in the blog I spoke about doing a Wheel of Life document. So every now and again I think it's really valuable to complete this Wheel of Life exercise. My coaching clients on my coaching program From Surviving to Thriving have been going through this. They went through it in week 1 a couple of weeks ago, and it's a really valuable document to go through to really look at where you're at in life. So if you imagine like a wheel or like a pizza, and you can split it into 8 sections or 6 or whatever it is that works for you. And then put in there, like each slice of the pizza is like each important area in your life. So you might have love and relationships, fun and friendship, family, home environment, career or business. Now I'm being surrounded by flies. Finances, travel and adventure, health, which can be split into general health and mental health. So whichever things in your life, domains or areas in your life that are important to you, you can include on this wheel. And so you split it into those pieces of the pie, and then you score each area in your life out of 10. So 10 would be the best, okay? So you give each area a score, and then you shade that area. So what you end up with, and I was going to do this at home so I could actually show you a document, but if you click on the link in the description of this video, then it takes you to my blog, and there's like an image there of the Wheel of Life. You can also drop me a private message, and I will actually drop me a private message with your email address, and I'll email you through my Coach Carly Wheel of Life document to complete. So once you've shaded in all those areas, hey Michelle, how are you going? Once you've shaded in all those areas, what you end up with is usually not a very balanced wheel, right? If you imagine that it was actually a wheel, have you got a flat tire? Is it a wonky wheel? If it was actually a wheel, would it help you get to where you're going in life, right? So I tend to do mine every year at least, like after around New Year time. Sometimes a couple of times a year. So I did mine again recently. And that's a great way of actually tracking where you're at. So most of my areas in my life were really balanced, which was great to see, but there's always an area that you're working on. So what you can then use with that document, you can actually take that document and go, okay, so if I'm say 7 out of 10 in terms of finances, what would it take for it to be a 10 out of 10? What would a 10 out of 10 look like for me? So it might look like no debt or no bad debt, right? So you might have investment debt but no bad debt. It might look like being financially free, so knowing that you can easily and effortlessly pay all your bills every month and you have a lot left over, or even just a little bit left over for savings. It might look like, I don't know, being able to contribute to charities or whatever. So whatever it means for you, what would that area, if it was a 10 out of 10, look like for you specifically? So if it's a 4 out of 10, what would it take to make it a 10 out of 10? What does that picture look like for you in that area of your life? And then you can use that to create your goals, right? Create your vision board, create your goals, really look at how you want it to be. So there might be an area of your life that maybe, I don't know, it has quite a low score. Maybe it's a 5 out of 10 or a 4 out of 10, but it might not be a priority area for you to work on right now, and that's okay. So say, for example, if relationships are like a 4 out of 10 for you right now, but you're single and happily single, then that's not necessarily an area that you need to work on, other than maybe clearing up some emotional baggage that relates to past relationships that you've got. So yeah, I hope that was useful. Feel free to read the blog that I've attached to the description in this video. Feel free to send me a private message with your email address and I'll send you that document, and then you can complete it and you can see what I'm harping on about. But I think, yeah, now with everything that's going on is a really valuable time to be really reassessing your priorities in life, really taking stock of where you're at before, where you're at right now with all the coronavirus stuff going on, and then, hey Megan, how you going? And then really looking at when all this stuff is over, because it will be over. Hey Pam, it will be over at some point, maybe at different points for different countries, right? But really take stock of where you're at right now, where you were before this whole crazy shit kicked off, and you know, really consider what kind of normal you want to return to. Hey Santo, you know, I know there's a lot that I don't want to return to. I don't want to be as busy as I was before. I'm enjoying more of this. Like, look at that. I'll be spending a bit of time down here watching the sunset today. My squishy is definitely enjoying having me at home and a lot more present, because I'm not so busy in my mind. I'm definitely not as focused on getting all the admin stuff done for my business as I was before. It's all okay, right? None of it's important. All those dragonflies are around again. Yeah, what's really important and what's not. Our health is important, and I think that's definitely a priority for a lot of people in a way that maybe it wasn't before, right? So enjoy this gorgeous beach that I'm at. Hey Georgina, we need to go horse riding again with Nick, because he was hilarious on a horse. Yeah, it is a gorgeous place to go live, isn't it, Santo? Check it out. Maybe I'll take you for a little walk. Hey Dominica. Okay, so I've got this whole beach to myself. Oh, I need to make sure I don't tread on too many rocks. I've literally found the perfect little place to do lives. Like my normal beach that I go to is over that way, the other side of the rocks. But I kind of walked over a barrier and came down here because no one else is down here, right? And it's kind of always a bit embarrassing when you're doing a Facebook Live in front of loads of people at the beach. So might get my feet wet. Check out this sunset. Hey Jill and Laura. I always like it when people join me for a sunset. Not too shabby for autumn. Couldn't do this in autumn in the UK, could you, Jill? I love it here. That's a massive pile of seaweed. Oh, so time to reassess your priorities, okay? Woo! Woo! That's cold. Spend some time in nature this weekend. Hey Nikki! Spend some time in nature, spend some time at the beach if you've got one near you, or in a park or near a body of water, and maybe print off the Wheel of Life document. Complete that outside in nature and make your goals out of it. It's always fun to do that. Oh, look. Looks like good boat weather, that. It is pretty therapeutic, isn't it, Lorna? Yeah. I thought that when I came down here. I just thought, oh, it's pretty loud with the waves crashing at times, but it just feels like meditation music, doesn't it? No better place. Any of the beaches here in Perth I love. Nice to see people out and about walking. I need a selfie there as a profile pic. I wish you were here too, Jill. You have to come on a visit when we're allowed to fly, obviously. So now I'm going to mission it back to... I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to be down here. There wasn't a no entry sign, but, you know, anyone who knows me knows I'm a bit of a rebel anyway. Hey, Teresa. Okay. I've got Mission Impossible music going on in my head. Dun, 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 dun. There are actually quite a few Portuguese man of wars around at the moment. Blue bottle jellyfish of varying sizes. And yeah, those stingers wouldn't be nice to tread on. All right, guys. Well, there's other people coming down this way. I am going to bail so that I don't tread on coral.